wasn't 25 euros, it was 14 euros. The rest of it was a deposit on the key fob to get you into the shower block, and I got that back in the morning. It still wasn't a particularly nice campsite though, so I got out of there early doors, and I thought I'd probably make it all the way to Kiel, but then I came across this bit of beach after only about 25 kilometres, and it's the first stretch of coast I've seen that isn't all deck chairs and ice creams. So I stopped for some lunch, and now I'm thinking, because I don't want to get to Hamburg early, I might just call it a day, sleep here tonight. Technically, I don't think you're allowed tents on the beach, but you are allowed those little wind shelters. So I've pitched the new Big Agnes fast fly style with just the ground sheet and the rain fly, and unless someone comes and moves me along, I think this is home for the night. A very, very lovely home it is too. The water's actually really warm and really clear and rather beautiful, but it's also full of dead jellyfish, and apparently they are stingers. I've seen 2 people swimming, so I don't know whether I'm going to brave a little evening dip. It would be lovely, but I've already been stung by jellyfish once on this trip, and I don't really want to do it again. We shall see. Have you ever sat on a deserted beach with nothing to do, on your own, for hours and hours and hours? I quite recommend it. It's very focusing. I found this spot yesterday at about 2 o'clock, I think, and I went to bed at about 10 o'clock, just after 10. So I spent probably 8 hours wandering up and down, picking up a stone. Oh, that's a nice stone. Drop it again, pick up another stone. Oh, that's a nice stone. Drop it again. I made some patterns out of rocks, skimmed some stones, finished off the 2 spoons I've been whittling. But mostly, I just watched the sea and I watched the sky. I watched the sun set and I watched the moon rise. And after a while, you really start to get that impression of being just a tiny, tiny speck of a speck in a much bigger system. And the waves just keep rolling in, the birds keep flying by, and they don't care about me or you or anyone else. They just do their thing. And the stars and the moon, they don't care about you, they just do their thing. I think sitting on a beach under a clear sky, other than going to space, is probably about the best way of reminding yourself that, relatively speaking, you are absolutely nothing, statistically insignificant, which is a good thing, I think. I'm sure someone wiser than myself has probably said more succinctly something along the lines of, once you realise that you are absolutely nothing, then you can work your way up from there and discover what's important along the way. That's my little bit of philosophy from the beach for today. So finally, at 11 o'clock, I'm bidding farewell to my little beach and getting back on the road. It rained quite a lot in the night, so the trail is a bit damp. All the dust is down and everything smells very lovely. It's nice, fresh. I'm still well ahead of schedule though, so I think, to be honest, today is going to be another super short day. I think there's a campsite just on the outskirts of Kiel. It's only about 20-25 kilometers from here, so I'm going to make my way slowly along till I get to there, see what time it is, see how I'm feeling, and then probably pitch there for the night, resupply, and get ready to actually, I promise, hit the canal tomorrow. day did indeed turn out to be a very, very short ride. It wasn't a particularly inspiring ride. It all felt very much like riding along the prom of a seaside town, a little bit forgotten and lost, as seaside towns always feel. There was always clouds on the horizon, always a bit of rain in the air, and just as I was coming up on a campsite, the rain really started coming down. So that's it, I'm pitched, I'm lying in my tent listening to the rain on the canvas. I'm gonna have a shower, eat some food, and just wait out the weather, and hopefully this is only a passing thing. I've got to see if I can find some Wi-Fi somewhere and check the weather. So that's that. Tomorrow, Kiel and onto the canal.